Whenever I come in here, I like to go kind of at an angle when I cut the head off. Hey guys, it's E here from Virginia Grace Living. I'm standing in the barn right now. It's a little bit windy out here. Hopefully I can get some decent audio this time. I know my last video had some audio issues. I found my little wind blocker for the microphone, so hopefully that'll help out a little bit. But anyhow, so today I'm going to be doing some things out in the garden. I wanted to give you guys a garden update for the fall garden. Everything's looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and go in here and probably do some weeding, some feeding, and then we're going to plant some onions. So today I got, well, not today, a couple of days ago actually, in the mail, I got my onions from Haas Tools. I ordered them back in like September, and for this region, I guess they just ship them out in November. But I got 3 different types. I got 3 different bundles here. This one's red Creole. Then I got Vidora onion. I guess it's kind of like a Vidalia. And then we got some Texas Super Sweets. So I'm going to go ahead and get these put in the ground here pretty soon. These are short day onions. I'm in Virginia, and whenever you're in this region of the United States, if you're wanting to grow winter onions or overwinter onions, you need to do short day onions, because this is the shorter photo period of the year. So if you want to grow spring onions into summer, you need an intermediate or a long day. I'm in like the mid-Atlantic region, so it's kind of in between. So I haven't really had great luck with onions, but I'm trying this method this year with overwintering, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It'll be my first time planting them this time of year, but I do plant garlic around this time of year, and it does really well. So maybe this will do better for me than spring and summer onions. But anyhow, let's go check out some of the stuff in the garden. So this plot, I had my peppers in here. I just cleaned those out of there not too long ago. I have a lot of collards growing here still, and they're looking really good. As you can see, I've picked them a few times, picked some for friends and family. We've eaten a couple of pots of greens. These rutabagas are probably about ready to come up, some of these, so we may do some harvesting in this video as well. I know I have some broccoli that's ready to pick. I'll show you guys that. Here's our kale, looking pretty nice. And there's a nice head of broccoli right there I need to cut. And some kale. So we got some mustard greens going here. Some pak choy. So we could cut some of this pak choy right now too if I wanted to, but I want to make some kimchi, and I don't have all the stuff to do it yet, so it'll store better out here than cut. Then I have some Chinese cabbage in this row right here, some lettuce, some nice looking lettuce here, and then over here are our carrots. They've germinated well for us. Hopefully they do well over winter as well. I should probably come in and thin out some of these spots like this right here that are kind of packed in, but I may not do a whole lot of thinning. We'll just see. Some of these are getting to be big enough. This one's big enough. Nice looking broccoli here. So let's get to harvesting some of this broccoli, and then we'll come in and get ready to plant some onions right here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and harvest this broccoli head right here. Whenever I come in here, I like to go kind of at an angle when I cut the head off. Like that, so whenever it rains, it kind of slides off. If you just leave it flat, the plant will rot a lot earlier, and then it won't make so many side shoots. So I'm going to leave these, because once I take the heads off, more little side shoots will come up. I just cut one on the other side, and it already had a bunch of these little florets right here. So it'll shoot off the side and we can pick these for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more broccoli here. I'm just gonna go down my row and take whatever's ready. And then Rosie will get a nice little treat of some of these leaves right here as we go. All right, so that's all I picked for now. I have more out there, but those are some nice broccoli heads that we have that are ready to eat. And take these, and before I eat them, I'll soak them in some salt water, make sure there's no bugs or anything in there. But yep, those are some good broccoli. I think these are Destiny and Green Magic are the variety that I grew this year. They seem to do well here in Virginia. But I got some greens right here. You can eat these greens also, broccoli greens. But I have so many greens growing out here, I'm gonna go ahead and give these to Rosie. So, come here, Rosie. You want some treats? So next I'm going to be pulling up some of these rutabagas that are ready. Not all of them are ready, but some of them are. This one's ready. I'll give these greens to Rosie too. Trimming the root off here. There's one rutabaga. Alright, I think this one's also ready. Take a look at it here. Nice looking root there. They do get bigger sometimes. But I'm just going to go ahead and take these now. Here's another one. That one's a good size. Right there, guys. So there's our rutabagas that we picked. Oh, lighting isn't too great, it's kind of bright. So there's our 3 that we just picked. Good size. And our broccoli here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this spot ready to plant these onions real quick. I'm gonna run my tiller and just kind of break the ground up a little bit right there. And we may do some fertilizer on these plants and give them good watering. So we're gonna go ahead and start by planting some of these here red Creole. Should be about 50 onions or so in here. So it should be about 150 total. So hopefully I can fit 150 onions over here where I just tilled and do 3 rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started putting these in the ground. I'll show you what I'm gonna do, and then I'll show you kind of some of the garlic that started sprouting up. If you haven't seen the last video where I planted garlic, you can go check that out. 3 rows of onions planted. You can plant them pretty close together. Again, sorry for that wind. And bending over like that is not fun on your back, but it is what it is. It's what we do for the garden. So that's all our onions planted. That's all I really planned on doing today, other than picking a few things. But before we close out, I'm going to show you that garlic that we planted a couple weeks ago, and then we'll close out the video. Starting to come up here. It's coming up along this row right here. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for today. So I appreciate you watching the video.
Thank you for watching the video, and please like and subscribe.
That's all, folks.